Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Agentic AI from Scratch series. So, in the last video, we have created the advanced level of AI agent, and now in this video, we'll be improving it a little bit, and we'll be making it an industrial level AI agent. And you will notice how the response change when we manipulate little things in our program. So in this video, we'll be making the agent honest, stable, and recoverable so that it can recover from the errors. Okay, so failure is not the enemy actually. Silent failure and hallucinations are the actual enemy. So we will build our model, our agent in such a way that it will not hallucinate. If it will fail, it will provide exact explanation. It will try some alternatives and it will try to recover it, and if it doesn't recover, it will basically provide us the clear cut information. So all these steps are done in some part. So the first part which is done is failure detection. Okay, so an agent cannot fix what it cannot detect. So it will have to detect first. Okay, so example of real failure was the PDF download returns sometimes HTML, sometimes content type is not PDF format application PDF, sometimes file size is 0, and PDF readers throws an exception, and tools return empty output. So if your agent ignores these signals and continue anyway, it will hallucinate. So we do not want that has hallucination response in through our agent. Okay, so we will teach our agent to ask, did this action actually succeed? If answer is no, then stop and acknowledge it. Now, why PDF failures are the perfect example here? Now, PDF handling is one of the best real world example of failure because many PDF links are not PDF. Some require authentication, some redirect to some HTML pages, some block automated requests. So your agent must be able to verify all this content type, file existence, file size, and read errors and all. Now the next part comes is the retry logic. So retry logic is very important. Okay, uh, like retry are very powerful and they are dangerous as well. Okay, like for example, if you try, it fails, it try again, it fails, it try again, it fails, and then it can be a loop forever. Okay, so you should know how much retry you can do. Okay, this can burn your API quota. It can rate your rate limits of your API that you are using. For example, we were using OpenAI APIs. Okay, and it may sometimes freeze the agent, and it will cost you the money. Okay, but the good retry logic would be try. If it fails, try alternative once. Fails, then stop. Okay, so we can define how much time we want to try. Okay, now comes the alternative strategies. You can take alternative strategies when agent thinks that this one is failed. Okay, so agent can ask, can I try a different link? Can I use a different keyword? Can I switch to PDF to video, or can I still partially help the user? Okay, so these type of things. User agent should ask these answers and then provide result automatically. Okay, so let's move ahead to the Google Colab, and now we'll modify our program a little bit. We'll tweak it and we'll see how we convert a high level AI agent to an industrial level AI agent. Okay. So first of all, we need to install all our dependencies with this command that we have used earlier. Okay. So once you install all of the dependency, you have everything ready. Then you move ahead and you create your tools. We have already created the tools in our previous lecture as well. Like for web search, we have one. For download PDF, we have one. For read PDF, we have one. And similarly for YouTube search, and then for calculator as well. So we have the tools array ready, we can execute it, and tools are ready for us. Then comes the system prompt. So in this, we have tweaked system prompt a little bit. We defined it very crystal and crisp what needs to be done. So we have written the last line here, failure is allowed, dishonesty is not. So that means our agent will be providing us clear cut answer reasons. Okay. Now comes the actual coding part. So we'll import everything, every libraries that we need. and that we done in the last video. And then we have modified these methods, the web search, like little bit. So in this now, we have added one conditions, basically one condition here for if we are searching anything on the web related to our document and it is PDF. So we are basically asking it to search only those links which are ending with .pdf. Okay, so we are basically providing this clear cut check here. Okay, and then for download PDF, we have the same method that we used earlier as well. So it will be just downloading our PDF, and we have set the timeout 20 for how many time it can do this try, and it will check for this same file name. If exists, then it can create there, and if file has the size, basically if the file is there, then it should download it. And then read PDF for reading the PDF content. Okay, and similarly after that we have the YouTube search. So YouTube search, we have already covered in the last video as well. Okay, and then comes the calculator. Now we'll be taking out our API key, okay, and we'll be creating our messages, and we define the max step here. So this is very crucial. Now we have defining max step, how many time it needs to run this loop. Okay, so this is very crucial. And like in previous one, we were doing the while loop infinite times, but in here we have defined it how many times it needs to do this. It will be doing it 6 times. Okay, so same response, the model that we are using, and same call. If the tool call is not present there, then break. If it is present, then come to this check. Okay, and it will iterate over all our tools one by one, which is required and which is needed. If our prompt, that user prompt, requires this tool usage, so it will use that. We are asking it to sleep for some time. So for every execution, it takes a little bit delay. Okay, so we'll execute it and we'll provide our prompt to it. Okay, so let me show you the prompt, what user prompt I'm providing to the agent. Let me open a text editor. Okay, so this is the prompt, uh, which has clearly mentioned that you need to perform all these tasks. Okay, first is for web search, and then second one comes to downloading the PDF, and then third one for reading the PDF. Fourth one is calculating the estimated reading time. So here the calculator tool will be used, and then search YouTube video, and then explain everything, whatever step you have done. Okay, so every step must use the appropriate tool. If fails, try alternative approach and continue. Never claim success unless the action actually succeeded. So we have defined the clear cut prompt to our tool and we'll execute it. So the final output is here. So you can see the output is very much different if you compare it with the previous one. Everything is in detail, like web search for a PDF is done, and web search tool is used. Okay, and the query specifically sort the PDFs only, and it provided all the PDF links correctly. And then the second one, download the PDF locally, and it is I attempted to download the PDF using this tool, and it is partially successful because I think one of the PDFs not downloaded, and the two are successfully downloaded. Okay, and yeah, this one is, I think, is downloaded, and the McKinsey one is also downloaded. If you see, you can see the two PDFs are downloaded here inside our sample data folder. Okay, these two. And but the last one, McKinsey one, I think that one failed. Yeah, so it clearly mentioned that thing. And then comes the reading the PDF and summarizing key ideas. So it read all the uh, content from our PDFs. Okay, and it provided these brief summary about those. Like, yeah, the summary is the generative AI represent a shift from traditional data driven and all this. So this is describing a little bit context of all the PDF that we have one by one. And then the estimate time calculation. Okay, it 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 was using the calculator tool, and it estimated the reading time. If I take the approximate 300 words, so the calculator tool is used 200 words per minute. We have given it, and then it estimated total time as 70 minutes. Then comes the YouTube search for a beginner friendly generative AI video, and it used this tool. And then the last explanation of each tool that is used. So it is showing us all the tools that we use, and it is fulfilled all those. Each tool was selected based on the specific requirement of this step. Okay. Yep. And the last summary, it is providing everything, what it does, what is not success. So the response is very crisp and clear. So that if we compare it with the previous one, just a second. Yeah. So this one you can see in this, it is also a good response, but it is kind of a mixed response. It does not give us clear clarity out of it. Okay. So as compared to that, this one is very crisp and clear. So this we can say industrial level AI agent we have implemented. So I hope you enjoyed the video. So in the next video, we will deep dive into the another different concept of agentic AI. Till then, bye bye. Thanks for watching.